What's going on? I'm ready. It's a new Tuesday. That means it's time to pause for the calls, talk some DC, take a midday break, do a giveaway, hang out, and look at what's coming out this week. There are some good books. There are some big milestone things happening, especially for Superman, and we're going to get into all that right after this. Don't forget to check the links down below. Big Time Collectibles is always doing fantastic online retailer exclusives, con exclusives, all that good stuff. And if you need anything cleaner press, Justin's Comics has got you covered. Let him know you found him via the channel. He can also send stuff to CGC, CBCS. He can get stuff graded for you if you don't have an account. And if you need a shop to set up a pool list at so you don't miss out on any of these fantastic books, ABX Comics and Games is the place to do it. It's my LCS. All the books I'll be talking about today will have come from said shop. It's the spot. So check out their Facebook group. It's a good way to keep up with what's coming out. Also with tabletop gaming and all that. I'm trying to multitask here so I get this giveaway picture. I need to save that image, and I need to put that into the old StreamYard here. I need that. I got a lot of tabs up these days. A lot of tabs. A lot of stuff. Let's see. Did this work? Do I have it in here? The books that you can win today from today's giveaway are here. There we go. We got some beautiful, beautiful Superman goodness to celebrate. The brand new title, Superman Unlimited. It's been heavily solicited. It's been solicited, little solicits and stuff. Heavily solicited. It's the big book of the week, Superman Unlimited. And got two different variants there, the James Gunn, Dan Mora variant, as well as the foil variant. I don't know who did that foil variant. I think it was Sozo Maki foil variant. And then I'm going to keep stacking them in there as we go. We got the free comic book day books, which also includes the Superman Unlimited and the Absolute Universe All In. Then the Superman Gang. So these on the end is actually the same book. I put two in the picture so you can see both sides of it. It's a flip book. Some good stuff. So we'll do that. And then I got the super chat goal set. If we hit 5 super chats of $2 or better, we'll spin the giveaway wheel. Pops reloaded some of the Ollie's packs. So there's 4 different Ollie packs on there that have like 5 mystery books in it, as well as the Jeff John Batman is still on the wheel. So we'll do that if we hit that point. And also need a little bit of feedback from the chat on this one. This is a new StreamYard feature that's available now. This, where the chat shows up on screen. I don't know if it makes a difference. Maybe if you're like watching on the TV or something, you can see it, but like on a phone, it seems pretty small. It's new. I'm trying to look at it as we go. Well, I guess if you're looking at your phone sideways, you can actually see it. It's a new StreamYard feature. So some feedback on that, as it doesn't make a hill of beans to me, but y'all in the chat, does that make a difference to y'all? It's something that you enjoy, like having up there, or not like? Well, hey, babe. Wife just walked in here and snatched up a glass of water and drinking it. Just melted right out of the room on me. But let's say hey to some of the people that are in here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm to help push the stream out so more people know that the show's going on. Notifications aren't always the greatest. And yeah, share the stream as well. But we had Nerdy Geek in here first. What's on the agenda today? I guess we'll talk some Superman. A lot of Superman news going on. And then just kind of see where the chat takes us. A lot of the agenda on this show is up to you in the chat. Lisa, hello to you. Thank goodness it's Tuesday. Absolutely. Marty, what's going on? Let's freaking go and smash that like button. Yeah, there it is. Hello to Pop Pop. We got Matt in here from Heroes for Hire. What is going on, homie? That was a really fun Bad Cinema episode yesterday with Night of the Comets. That was enjoyable to listen to while I was at work. Good stuff. Faith and Misery, what is going on? Good afternoon to you. Well, Boar, hello. How's it going? Yeah, there's those custom emojis. I actually have Superman emojis on this channel. Some custom emojis. You actually get access to those custom emojis by joining the channel membership. There's 2 different tiers. You got the supporter tier for things like $1.99, and then you've got the Legion tier at $5. And you get different perks in the different tiers. But everybody gets the loyalty badges by their name and the custom emojis and all that good stuff. So big shout out to the channel members. We'll be talking about that here in just a little bit as well. There's big things happening right now. For tomorrow. If you're a channel member, you're already aware of it, but channel member with early. If you're in the Legion tier, you're already aware of it, but big stuff dropping tomorrow. Yeah. There's Batman ones as well. I need to add a Turok one, that's for sure. What is going on, Cliff on Comics? How are you doing today? What is up? I set my alarm and everything for this. Flipped the in-session sign on my door. There you go. There you go. I appreciate that. 17-month member milestone chat. Yes. You so fancy. User comments on the side. Yeah, it's just a built-in StreamYard feature now. Yeah, when it's just at the top of you're familiar with StreamYard, so on this end, Cliff, at the very top of the chat, there's just a one button thing that you can hit and it'll just slide see, like, look, they're gone, they're back. Well, they should have been back. they're gone now. They didn't come back. Oh no, the little box. There they come. Yeah, I'm on the desktop, so it's noticeable. Nice. So much Superman. There is. Can't wait for Superman. Same here, dude. Same here. It's small enough if you're already watching the chat. It creates an overlapping at the bottom of the screen. Oh, there you go. Well, there's Pop's feedback. This is the year of Superman for sure. Good afternoon. I'm looking forward to Superman in July. I am too. A lot to talk about Superman today. What is going on, Phil? I'm fully stoked for the Superman movie. Who else is? I think it's kind of winning people over for the most part. It's winning me over a little bit more. I've got my concerns. I'm still really nervous, but there's a lot about it that I'm excited for. There's a lot going on with it. So, I mean, it really depends on your mood, how you're kind of approaching it. Let's see who else in here. Joffrey, what is going on? How are you today? We need a dark side of Mr. Miracle emoji, Mark. No. Wonder how I can turn that into one emoji. Like there's 70 something members right now, close to 80 channel members. So like it's one of those things, like the more channel members you have, the more emojis that you can do. And I've got a lot of different emojis I can do that I just haven't gone back and done. Yeah, if I get some free time to tinker with the computer, I might do that. What is going on? The adventurous one is in the building. Joseph Michaels is here. Hey, y'all, just got back in the house. My neighbor's husband had a heart attack. Oh, crap. And was staying with them till the EMTs took him to the hospital. Thoughts and prayers for a speedy recovery. Oh, wow, man, that's crazy. I'm glad he's still with us. Brian LCS, what is going on, homie? How are you today? To find these buttons. I need these buttons. Where are these buttons? All right, let me get these buttons ready. There we go. Eric Thompson kicking it off with the first $2 super chat. Let's get it started. Let's go. And that Godzilla emoji, next month, it's back. Godzilla, Kong, Justice League, round 2 against I think the Suicide Squad's getting rolled in here. The wife goes, fight. I'm really excited for it. The advertisements for that are now hitting books this week and stuff. Oh, I'm so excited for that one. So just remember, Godzilla, King Kong, DC approved. So very appropriate for a DC stream. It works out. But yeah, there's the first super chat. 4 more to go to spin that extra prize wheel before we head out of here toward the end of the show. Old DC Day stream going on my channel right now. Leave this live. What is going on, Flo? How are you? Yeah, Flo did his first live stream, his first test stream to get everything in order. So hopefully he'll be setting up and doing another one of those soon. One that he'll actually invite his friends to this time. One that he's not embarrassed of his friends in public. That'd be cool. Comic Mike, what is going on? Good afternoon to you. Fourth world emoji should cover them all. Yeah. Just got to think of a good one. I think Darkseid would be the way to do it. I mean, when it comes to it, like Darkseid is, right? I mean, kind of is. We'll be talking some fourth world in just a few minutes here as well. Don't forget to watch a comic conversation at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern with my guest, Brian LCS. There you go. Very timely interview you have set up. Brian's got the comic book community awards that he organizes and hosts and all that stuff that they just started announcing the rollouts and the scheduling for that this year. And a big thank you to everybody who's supported this channel in those awards in the years past. I've got a few of those little things laying around back here. Thank y'all very much. Let's see. What do we got? Superman was raised in Kansas and he's a Chiefs fan. I don't think there's any argument with that. The logic adds up, right? I know he's a big fan of the Metropolis Meteors as well, which will be featured in the new movie. Not necessarily the team, but there's a fight that's happening in their stadium, which I thought was cool. The details matter. They definitely matter. Della Suspense, what's going on, homie? Good to see you in here. Watching Mark brag about how he snagged all the different covers for the round 2. You ain't heard me brag about it. it happens, but you ain't heard me brag about it. I'm all in on that book. I don't do that with hardly anything, but I get all the covers for the Godzilla Kong Justice League thing. But yeah, there's plenty of them. Just order them ahead of time too. Order them ahead of time. Just where it gets limited is like the ratios, you know. Probably going live tomorrow. I'll share out the link in various chats. Well, that'd be a change of pace. That would be nice. That'd be nice, Flo. I'll be happy to post it to my community tab, so people that like DC and stuff can go hang out with us. Well, I'll try to be in the live chat over there for certain. Christopher Reeve made Superman my favorite hero, and I love anything with him in it. I just wonder if Superman is being depowered in a lot of the scenes we see, especially him broken in the snow. Yeah, I think that that's a tough balancing act, right? Like, I'm right there with you on Christopher Reeve. He is Superman. Everybody else, if it was a competition, or only competing for second place. But the common things that you hear people say, that they might not be the biggest Superman fans. They say things like he's too powerful and he's a Boy Scout and stuff like this. So I think they might have like leaned into showing you that this guy isn't too powerful. And for the Superman fans, I don't want to say it's cringy, but it borderlines like, why are you beating up in the snow, falling into the crater in the middle of Metropolis, Ultraman smashing his head down on the ground. They show us a lot to make sure we as the audience know that, he's facing some hardships in this movie. It's not going to be a walk in the park. They might be overcompensating a little bit, or they might be compensating just right, because they're trying to win over the naysayers. They're trying to convince the people that aren't already convinced. And Superman fans like myself, I'm assuming you, Mike, and many other, we're going to go see it anyways. We're going to go. We're already in. Our tickets are already bought. They're just not paid for. You know what I mean? But I feel you on that. Like, it seems like a lot of beating him up. And I was critical of like the rollout. Like, the first thing we see is him beaten up bloody in the snow. Why isn't it him like standing like chest out, chin high in the sunlight? Why wasn't that the first marketing stuff that we got of him? But ultimately, when it comes down to it, we're just going to have to see how it plays out. I'm only going for the scratch and sniff variants. That's funny you say that. They did one like a couple of months ago. It was a Harley Quinn fart spectacular one-shot based on the very R-rated, very raunchy animated television show. But I don't know if that's one you'd want to scratch and sniff. Before that, I think the last scratch and sniff DC did was Christmas 2023, the 6-issue Silent Night one that Dan Mora did the interiors on with Batman and Santa Claus teaming up. But there was a Santa Claus variant where you scratch it and it smelled like peppermints. It was really cool. It was really cool. What's going on, Scotty? Good to see you in here today. Space Case, what's up? What's up? Big Lion Cat is in the building. Patrick, how are you? I'm getting excited and more excited every day as we get ever so close to Heroes Con. Getting to see you every year at Heroes Con is always a blast. And remember, that's June 20th through 22nd. I'll be there set up with a table with the homies Rob's Fat Sacks of Comics, and DJ Links will be there representing Comics Curing Cancer, the event that we put on every year to take comic books and use them to battle cancer. So if you're in the Charlotte area and you're going to that con, make sure you come by that table, say hey to us. We got some great stuff planned that we'll have at the table, so you can pick up some really cool stuff and know that every dollar of it goes to the American Cancer Society. Good stuff. Depends on the threats he will be facing in the film. Superman has had some tough battles over the years. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be fighting the Hammer, Ultraman, Lex, Kaiju, based on the Spin Master toys, possibly an Abominable Snowman. Like, it looks like he's fighting everything. They're just going to like do it all. Potentially Metamorpho. It's looking like from some of the toy stuff. We seen it's almost like a McFarlane version of a pop vinyl, but they had a baby Kaiju and baby Joey, and Joey is the name of Metamorpho's kid. So maybe that's why we saw in the trailer Metamorpho sitting there with a kryptonite hand, and doesn't look like he's working for Lord Tech. Looks like he's a stooge for Luthor, which if Luthor has his kid, as collateral, that explains why. But it looks like Superman's having to fight everybody in this. Speaking of trailers, anyone see the new Rebirth trailer today? Holy potatoes. Of course I did. I watched that thing early this morning. They dropped it early. It looks amazing. Jurassic World Rebirth looks fantastic. Still got my Ren and Stimpy. Are they going to have a scratch and sniff crypto cover that smells like a wet dog? Ugh. I don't even know if I'd even be able to pick up on that smell. Working with animals every day as is, it just You go nose blind. You go nose blind. Yeah, they did the Harley one. Yeah. I missed the Great Legend. I see someone saying hey to the Great Legend, but I don't see the Great Legend in here. I don't see him. I'm not seeing your comment. If it's in here, hello to you. I miss it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it to Heroes Con this year. My budget is shot. Thanks to all the crap that's passed. Yeah, I remember, man. It sucks. Joey's Lexus Leverage. Yeah, I put up a post yesterday talking about that. I think so. So think out of all the Superman films, one off, the best seems when Kevin Costner dies. Oh, man. Just don't. Do the right thing and hit the like button. Yeah, I appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate it. All right, so let's get into some stuff. Y'all want to start with the books? I thought I had seen it, but I think I'm having a fever dream. You might have seen it. You might be having a fever dream. Either way, hello to him wherever he is. But yeah, I asked everybody on Sunday night during that week's end stream. I still have a couple of the images in here, but did y'all catch it in the trailer, that like split second where Superman looks like he's in the Phantom Zone? This right here was dope. You have all the building rubble just floating. You have this unspecific light source just casting shadows. And that piece of building in front of him, somebody shoots a freaking laser beam at him. And he barrel rolls out of the way. But looks like, there's been talk about pocket dimensions already, potential pocket dimensions happening in the DCU, which I guess they're afraid to say things like multiverse, or they don't want to spoil things like the Phantom Zone. That's a big plot point, really. But we do have the little pocket dimension thing from Peacemaker that Christopher's dad kept all of his supervillain stuff in. So I'm wondering how far they're going to lean into that. Been very lucky. Go to my 4th Heroes Con in a row. Yeah, that is lucky because it's like the greatest one on the planet. Greatest convention there is for comic books. Negative Zone. It's a low-key crossover. Yeah, I bet like with how things have gone, there's like this, there has to be this little piece of them that has to be like, we kind of have to rush this because there's a Fantastic Four releasing the same month. They could potentially do the same thing, but the Marvel version of it, it's kind of a race to who's going to do it first. I mean, did y'all catch how they made sure in the Thunderbolts to call it Avengers Tower the Watchtower when like that's the Justice League thing, and in the Spider-Man crossover No Way Home thing, they made sure to stuff in that Flash Thompson wrote a book and they called it Flashpoint, knowing that the Flash movie adapted the Flashpoint story was coming out right behind it. And they just do like these little underhanded things. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. It was a freaking shark with a freaking laser beam on its head. Yeah, I love Austin Powers. Hashtag we are Legion. We got Steven with the sleeves up in here. I'm pumped for Superman. I just made my top 10 list of Superman villains for a video later this week. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's going to be dope. Looking forward to that one. There's a lot of good villains out there. Curious which ones you're going to pick. Which ones? We're up to 2 out of 5. Big shout out and thank you to Steven with a C to dropping the $2 super chat. Happy new DC Day, Legionnaires. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, buddy. That's 2 out of 5. We're getting closer to spinning that. And it looks like most likely it's going to be an Ollie's prize pack that goes into it. A shark with laser beams in a Sharknado. Oh, man. It's like a Russian nesting doll of shark movies now. Thought I had a pocket dimension, but it was only a hole in my pocket. Still take you somewhere. It'll still take you somewhere, buddy. Let's see what else do I have in here. The other one, the one that I was like super that I've been legit critical of was the Guy Gardner stuff. Like the little bit of stuff they've shown us along the way for Guy Gardner. Man, I think it's because I've always had this thing about me where I like when these comic books they feel like they're being taken seriously. The Tim Burton stuff, it has its campy moments. Like in Batman Returns, there is an army of penguins with rocket packs that march into the city. But even though that's something that's absolutely outrageous, it wasn't laughed at. It wasn't presented as outrageous. It was still a dark, brooding movie. You have the whole Christopher Nolan trilogy that took itself very serious. And even though it's got campy moments for its time, the first 2 Christopher Reeve movies were fairly serious with little moments of levity. You had your comic relief character and Otis and stuff like that. And Lex Luthor was a little larger than life with Gene Hackman. the Snyderverse stuff took it very seriously. The first Aquaman movie, even though Jason Momoa like played a very charismatic version of the character, it was pretty serious stuff in there. It was a well-balanced movie. But then like you just have like stuff that's just legitimately jokey, you know, just overly jokey. And that's not always like my favorite kind of stuff. I mean, it has a place, like how Guardians had a great place in that early era of the MCU when it all wasn't overly campy and overly jokey. You had your more serious stuff and like your Captain America, your Thor, but it just seemed like it was more balanced back then. And it's okay to have that when a certain character is known as the comic relief to be presented as it, but I don't want this just to be turned into just a carbon copy of what we've had in the MCU tone wise. And Guy Gardner kind of like, it's like the canary in the coal mine feeling, kind of sets off the signals that it's just, I don't know. And just the ridiculous haircut. And like, I don't really go for the argument. Well, yeah, he has a bowl cut in the comics. This doesn't look like he looked in the comics. I mean, you can put side-by-side photos. People have literally put side-by-side photos of Guy Gardner with a bowl cut next to Nathan Fillion and said, look, it's the same thing. And it's absolutely not. Could it be farther from the same thing? They didn't give him the full bowl cut, and they don't got him in the modern, like more crew cut thing. It's just somewhere in between. It's like they were afraid to commit to either or. But I just don't want the DCU to turn into that. And I think ultimately we really won't have an idea until we get to Supergirl, get to the first thing that's outside of James Gunn's directing and writing. I mean, we have the Lantern show that clearly isn't going to be like that, and Supergirl that shouldn't be like that. But right now, all we've seen so far are just the James Gunn stuff, which is fine. But I think if we can get some variety, it will make this stuff not like seem like something we've seen before, you know, because if that's the one tone we're getting, it's going to play out pretty fast. Who are you thinking will be the first Justice League villain? Darkseid possibly, or Vandal Savage or something maybe? Dude, I think that well, the way that this is going with them rolling out so many characters, Engineer, Ultraman, Lex Luthor, they're rolling out so many at one. I did an entire video on this already that I don't think they need to roll out a one villain for the Justice League. I think they don't even need the first DCU team to be the Justice League. I think it needs to be the Legion of Doom. You know, we have Sinestro confirmed for Lanterns. We have a handful of villains confirmed for Superman. Supergirl shouldn't have any iconic villains like that in there. But why don't we just let the villains be the connecting fiber? The after credit scene, like Lex flustered that he wasn't able to take down Superman, and at the end of this movie, and you know, we're like, I need some help, you know, and somewhere in Lanterns have him reach out to Sinestro or something and build it over there and let the Justice League come together out of necessity to stop the Legion of Doom. You know, like do the classic thing where the Justice League doesn't know the Legion of Doom is even formed, and the Legion does a coordinated hit on them separately, and they all take a massive loss, and they're going to have to come together to face this threat. I think it needs to be the Legion of Doom straight up. That'd be the way to do it. 100% BLC. Imagine how jokey a Booster Gold movie could be. Yeah, I mean, that's appropriate. You get like Booster and get Blue Beetle in there together for like a buddy cop comedy show or something. And it looks like that was the route they were going with the rumors of casting that we had. Once again, thank you and Rob and DJ for what you guys do to fight against cancer. Absolutely, buddy. It's the ultimate supervillain. Ultimate. Yeah, he's got the Stewie haircut, doesn't he? It's a bad state cut. Yeah. Yeah, they've announced the Booster Gold stuff is just where in development it is. Nobody knows. Yeah, blue and gold. There it is. That's what we need. Ooh, that's a good shot. Multiple villains is fun. Yeah, because, I mean, let's think about it. Like, none of these villains can hold their own against any of these heroes, much less all of them together, except Darkseid. Like, you have to go cosmic. But, man, just go and do a Legion of Doom. That's the way. Legion of Doom is the way to go. That's what we should do. And it would be that way we're doing something different than what we did before, you know, like the MCU came together over these characters, like connecting, you know, Nick Fury announcing and putting together a team, then Tony Stark popping up at the end of Hulk and so on and so forth. Let the villains do it. Let the villains do it. And look at this, Steven without the sleeves. This is sleeveless Steve we're talking about here. Big shout out to Burke Family 54 Comic Shop and the $1.99 super chat. Hashtag we are Legion. We need to wait 5 years for Justice League, in my opinion. No, absolutely. At least, right? I mean, we already have like this year and next year slated out. There's not a ton of stuff. If they learn you can't rush it, but then again, we have a Superman movie with more characters than an Avengers movie in it. So I don't know. Jim Hayes says, how do you like your comic slab? Do you prefer CGC or CBCS? I see CBCS behind you. Yeah, there's a CBCS gold Turok there and a CGC red Turok there. And these back here are actually ones that I self-slab. Let me show you this. This is legit my favorite. So there's this company called EGS that grades comics also. CGC and CBCS aren't the only two. There's some smaller ones out there like Ace and stuff like that. But EGS, I found out, use these non-proprietary slabs. And I just went and bought them myself so I could put custom labels on myself because I didn't want to get these graded for the certified guaranteed grade number. I just want them graded for the presentation. But these are called comic skins. And these are absolutely my favorite because I made these labels myself. Obviously, I didn't assign it a guaranteed number grade, but this is a near mint copy. This is actually Alex Ross's first DC cover, and it's on the Spectre with Superman of all things, which I'm a fan of both of those characters. And so I'm like, yeah, that's dope. I like these a whole lot just for personal stuff. I think they're like $17 a pop. And you can take books in and out of them, change the label and stuff. And DC doesn't do custom labels with CGC and stuff. So I just put my own on there, and got a little QR code that brings you to my channel just for funsies. And it has the same credits, writer, artist, cover artist, first appearance of Lobo, first appearance of Bedlam, the same credits you see on anything. Freaking love Tron too. How perfect is that? But when it comes to CGC or CBCS, I probably lean more CGC, but I'm not a grading company snob at all. I prefer to buy stuff already slabbed. I'm fine with raw comics for the most part. But if I want something in a slab, it's mainly for presentation purposes, or it's a higher end book, I got this Golden Age first appearance of Turok that I actually posted in the video yesterday. I kind of decided to go for a slab for that one just because it's a more expensive book and it kind of guarantees like the fair market value on it when you're buying it. But if I'm sending them off to a company, I have a CGC account with them. And I kind of just prefer them. This slabs look a little more sleeker. I do like the new labels on the CBCS. I like that they actually put the white boxes on there. It only took them 5 years to figure that out with everybody telling you. But if there's also different factors, like if you're buying stuff and in your mind you're thinking like I could potentially end up reselling this, and in a year or two's time you might want to get CGC just because it just sells easier, it has a slightly higher resale value. And like I know Steve in the chat, Burke, has done videos like he took a handful of blue chip key books and like looked at their averages over the past couple of years and showed you what the average difference in the market value is for a CGC versus CBCS. So there's different reasons to pick one or the other. But ultimately, when it comes to me, I ultimately don't say no to any of them. But I probably lean more CGC. Ronnie Johnson, what is going on, homie? How are you? Good to see you in here. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be here in 5 years. I might end up in a pocket dimension or something. No, nobody's promised tomorrow. Yeah, dang, a near mint gorgeous cover. Yeah, and the Lobo one, I might have one down here. Let me see. So I try to be like topical with giveaways and stuff. But I've got another one down here that'll be part of the channel member giveaway when we get closer to Supergirl. I got some Supergirl theme stuff. I pick up stuff for the channel member giveaways all throughout the year. I tend to get stuff way early and hold it for a long time. And by the time I give it away, the value of it is peaked. That's when when the stuff is topical, it's typically when the values peak. So that's when it's like super fun to give it away because I scored a deal on those. That's from like a collection that came through ABX, and I helped process the collection and stuff. So I got a little sore credit for doing that and everything. So worked it off. But yeah, there's a massive giveaway announcement tomorrow, by the way. It's a Nick Cage Superman, LOL. You say that, and that's funny because I have a custom McFarlane Nick Cage Superman figure. What is going on, Bart? Tron. Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. I never knew that was a thing. Yeah, yeah. Send me a link on the self slabs later, Mark, if you can, please. Yeah, it's just comicskin.com. It's got a little lizard for a logo, Comic Skins. But yeah, I'll remind you. I'll shoot you a link ski. Where'd you get that Superman figure behind you that's next to your DVDs? I would love one of those. I got no DVDs behind me. So this is a Hot Toys Man of Steel, Henry Cavill. And these are the DC Finest collection, the new, oh God. Oh, these new collected volumes that they announced and started doing this past year. The DC sent me a bunch of these to review on the channel. And that's a Diamond Select diorama statue of Superman and Darkseid. And yeah, this I actually picked up this past week because this will be part of the August giveaway when we get into the Peacemaker show territory. So I'm literally just surrounded by giveaway stuff that's waiting for the topical time to give it away. But yeah, that's what those two Superman are. If those are the two you're referring to. I don't think I have any other ones around yet. Yeah, most of the stuff up here is Aquaman right now. It's a whole line of Aquaman stuff plus Spectre in there. But yeah, that's he's laying down with the original superpowers, the Alex Ross DC Direct, the McFarlane Black Manta, McFarlane Snyder Cut, the Platinum Chase, Invisible Suit 1, Ocean Master, Peter David Aquaman, and Flashpoint Aquaman, plus Aquaman on Storm. Some good stuff. I prefer CGC, but to each their own. Yeah, yeah. Boom, there you go. Boom, Lisa with the wrench. Look at that. There it is, comicskins.com. That's it. That's it. Yeah, they're really cool. I enjoy them a lot. If you have a printer, they're even better because you can do your own label. But they have like just a generic company label from Comic Skin in there, and the backside of it is blank, so you can always write on it if you don't have a printer, which I don't. I had to outsource for those labels, but I got a good friend that hooked it up. And yeah, the Neil Adams Superman 233 and the Action Comics 419 are both in Comic Skins as well because I wanted the custom labels. Doing good, doing good. Old School Comics, what is going on? Steve, you know you prefer CGC. They've helped you with the channel content so much. Yes, Steve ain't never done a CGC video that he didn't get let down just a little bit, at least. Just a little bit. What's going on? Dead Man is up in the building. Good to see you in here. It's like a 30% difference. The bin gate sucked, but from what I've seen, it appears to not be an issue anymore. That's dope. That's good. Oh, they're books, not DVDs. Yeah, I don't have any DVDs in here anymore. I've got the flip side of this desk is an entire Blu-ray and 4K Steelbook library corner, and then more figures set up. I've got like all my McFarlane vehicles up here, all my McFarlane Avatar stuff, some of the RoboCop movie stuff, and yeah, all kinds of stuff on the other side. And then like on the back side, I have a small table where I'm dealing with all my Turok obsession right now, reading and collecting through all that and trying to post it at a not obsessive rate. And that'll be getting put up soon. And then, of course, these are some unopened McFarlanes that will eventually make it to the YouTube shorts as well as over there. I'm going to miss it when McFarlane's done with the license. That's going to be sad. What is going on, Loader, up in the building? Good to see you, homie. When it comes to Superman, he is all about truth, justice, hope, yeah, and a better tomorrow. And the American way. He's about a bunch of stuff. What is going on, Bryant? Good to see you in here. Hector, hello. I myself keep staring at the Superman 233 in the background. Boom. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I like it. House of L, what is up? Did you get the Superman comic with the milk bone? I missed it. I did not. No. Durs messaged me. He's like, hey, did you get this? I'm like, hey, no. He's like, I thought you would since you work with dogs. I'm like, no. Was it something they sold online, or does you go buy a box of milk bones and it's inside like a Cracker Jack toy? I don't even know what was going on with it. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't look into it or have a clue what was going on with it. Truth, justice, and the American way. I'm old. That's my version. I still drop that in the comics too. I think it just depends on the writer. Sometimes we'll drop the truth, justice, and the American way. Sometimes we'll drop the better tomorrow. He's about a lot of things, that Superman is. Superman is for everyone that likes him. And probably more so for those that don't. You need a Superman in your life. Yeah, I hate McFarlane lost the contract too. Yeah, weird, right? Weird. How are you about to get outbid by Mattel? He's been out here winning awards with these figures for like since he got the license. It's crazy. Yeah, I try to keep it real specific to like movie figures. I branch out on a few things, but I'm excited for the Superman movie figures. I pre-ordered that first wave, waiting on the next stuff to go up. What is going on, David? Good to see you and your homie. That's what I'm about, Pops. Hell yeah. Online, I went to Walmart and got 4 boxes and nothing. So it's actually inside the box. That's crazy. I once got a milk bone with an old comic. Does that count? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. All right, let me share some screen here. Let's look at some of these books that are coming out this week. Where's that? New comics this week. This week, new comics. So this is let's see if I can find the one that makes it a little bit bigger. There you go. That makes it a little bit bigger. Boom! We got Detective Comics 1097. We just had the annual drop. Now we're going Far From Gotham. Tom Taylor still writing this, and he caught an Eisner nomination for the Eisner Awards, which is kind of like the Oscars, the Grammys, but for comic books. So huge congrats to him. And I got to tell y'all, I've said it before, I'm not always the biggest Tom Taylor fan on standard ongoing stuff. He's like one of the best Elseworld or event writers out there. But this right here has been great. He's done a lot of like character work. Batman for the past few years kind of strayed away from some of his norms, you know. They took his money from him. They took the mansion from him. They kept making him like a loner. They leaned into this thing where he's like, I'm getting to the end of my rope. I'm old and broken. And what Tom Taylor's done is kind of put some of those things back into play organically, even better. But I'm digging this. I'm digging this a lot. And that's a beautiful cover. So I'm excited for this one. Have not read it yet, but I definitely am excited for it. I've liked what they've done with the whole little Fountain of Youth serum that their storyline they're kind of dealing with. Nightwing 126 is out. Dan Waters still writing that, hearing nothing but good things, but not on my pull list. Nothing against it, just didn't make the cut. Absolute Flash number 3 is here, though. This is our one offering from the Absolute world. So is it just the one? Wait, did Wonder Woman come out? I don't know. I'll have to double check that as we go through this list, but I'm pretty sure this might be the only Absolute title this week. We'll see. But this is issue number 3. I absolutely loved this issue. You can see on the cover there, we got young Wally as well as Grodd, the Absolute version of Grodd, the little monkey who is we saw from issue 1, his little lab rat experiment at Fort Fox, where Wally's father was stationed and where he was living, where the whole science experiment went off and went wrong that has done something to Wally that has given him these volatile abilities that he has. He's being chased by the rogues, but as we know him as the rogues, but we don't really know what role they play in this world other than they're taking orders from Fort Fox and Wally's dad. Trying not to get into spoilers with this issue. It was good. It was really good. There's a lot that happens in this issue that people said that they were wishing happened in issue 1. And I'm glad it didn't happen in issue 1. It makes for a good 3-issue origin arc. And that's what this ultimately turns out to be. You know, we get a little info on the experiment, the backstory. We set the place. We introduce the characters. And we set things in motion, really. By issue 4, it looks like we're going to be starting on a fresh, almost like a fresh jump on point, possibly. Like it seems like issue 1 through 3 is the origin story for this one. You kind of get an idea, more clear, concise idea of what it looks like for him to use his abilities and get an understanding of his abilities. And they give us more context to what happened in that experiment with him and Barry, which is much, much needed in my opinion. But this was really, really solid issue. The artwork in here is the second best artwork across the Absolute line, second only to Superman's. Nick Robles is doing a bang-up job. And notably, for those of you that have been collecting this, we get our 3rd Clayton Crane cover in a row. And what I think is his best one yet. I don't do a ton of variants. I love me some Clayton Crane, though, and I don't buy all this stuff just because he does it or anything. But, man, I'm on this book, so I grabbed this. I grabbed all 3 of them. And this is the coolest one yet. This is feet sparking as he's sliding to a spot, creating the lightning bolt symbol. That's just dope, right? Like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Heavy week for Stevie says. We got drunk one night and tried a milk bone. It was terrible. Ugh. It is hot. That's fire cover. About 60 degrees here. I don't know. That's not bad. I wish it was here. It's like 90 here. We got the pool going. I'm surprised Monkey ain't out there in the pool right now. Nightwing 125 was better than the previous issues. There you go. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say they're enjoying it a lot. I'm back. Busy playing phone tag. Well, I hope you're it. in the mid-90s before humidity, and my work car does not have a working AC. Oh man. Well, I'm like, hey man, you're gonna have to pay me hazard pay then. Sweat builds character, Alan. It does, and other things. No, it's that's Grodd, Gorilla Grodd. About 45 minutes later this year, I have enough character pops. Oh, yeah. With your old self. I'm right behind you, Alan. Catching up to you. Let's see. Ultimates don't care. World's Finest number 39. Here we go. The second half of the crossover event called We Are Yesterday. This is part 4. Covers by Dan Mora. He did the covers for the first 3, which are a connecting cover set. Now we're starting the first part of our next connecting cover set. This one will kind of traverse us through the ages of the DC universe. You can see right there on the cover, you got Ultraman Perpetua, which I was excited to see her on the cover. I hope that she comes into play in the story. But you also have Pariah on there, the Batman Who Laughs, Waller's Amazo robots from the most recent Absolute Power. And you got Owlman hiding there on the corner. This issue is an all-out battle across time, man. It's wild. We all know what's happening. The Legion of Doom has been assembled by Gorilla Grodd, and he didn't just go back in time and assemble them. He went and plucked specific versions of the villains from across time and assembled them. They did a little pre-planning. They went and stole all the tachyon time displacement devices that existed that they knew of across the board so that the heroes wouldn't be able to man a defense when they attack. And you had Robin get lost in time in the last issue. So it's all the heroes figuring out in this issue and coming face to face with the battle is at hand. It's nonstop. It's nonstop, this issue. It was really good. Liked it a lot. Yeah, and Dan Mora's art is always fantastic. I wish he was doing the interiors. Clayton Henry is on the interiors for this issue. Not bad, not bad. Clayton Henry will also be the guy that's doing the newly announced Justice League Red featuring Red Tornado and Power Girl. I'm guessing that's just going to be a secondary faction that branches off and works off and outside the Watchtower, because we know Red Tornado is on the Watchtower. So we'll see. We'll see what they do with that. Hopefully it is in continuity, and hopefully it's only a miniseries. I think the whole expanding the DC continuity and doing these bunch of miniseries works out great. That way, if it's something you like, you have it. If it's something you don't like, you don't have to do too much work to figure out continuity-wise what you want to know to keep the ball rolling. What's going on, Kyle? Good to see you in here. Been enjoying all the Justice League books. Yeah, they've all been fantastic. Some good stuff going on right now. World's Finest has been good since day 1, and we're up to almost 40 issues. Here we go. Eisner nominated Wonder Woman issue 21. Tom King. We have Gillian March, the fill-in artist on this. You know, typically, Daniel Sampier is our artist, and what an absolute dream team of Tom King and Daniel Sampier. Like, they just work together. It's like they're in each other's head, where the storytelling matches the art perfectly, and it just builds and delivers and hits on the right moments. But Gillian March stepped in. He's, I guess, like after the big finale to the Sovereign story, we're kind of doing like an Agatha Christie style, Hercule Poirot style murder mystery. A god is dead, and Hippolyta is the suspect numero uno. So Diana goes and enlists the help of the world's second greatest detective behind only Bobo, Detective Chimp, to help out. Let's head to Mount Olympus. Let's go talk to some gods. Let's investigate and see if we can figure out who really killed the god of war, because I don't believe my mother did it. And that's what the previous issue was. And it looks like the gods aren't too happy with Batman intervening. They clearly have confidence in his skills, but they're happy to just let Hippolyta take the blame. So Zeus might throw a lightning bolt at him in the last issue. But I'm excited to see what they do with this issue. It's kind of more of it's not lighthearted. That's definitely not the right word for it. We're talking about the murder of a god and trying to save your mom. So it's definitely not lighthearted. But it is a little bit less tense than what was going on in the Sovereign story. A little bit less tense. Let's see. Steve's got Absolute Flash 3, Nightwing 126, World's Finest 39, Titans 23, Supes Unlimited 1, and Batman and Robin number 7 on his pool for this week. I wonder who's going to be the new Wonder Woman of the DCU. Also, I bet Zeus or Hades killed him. Yeah, I'm banking on it being just foul play amongst a handful of them. It's charming. Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Woman has been exceptional. Exceptional. I hope that they win a lot of awards. Tom King has like an interesting fan base. I would say that I'm almost a stan when it comes to Tom King's work. I just love his work. It's just amazing. But there's the people that just hate it without even reading it. They see his name on it and then they just hate it. So I love every year when he gets nominated for all these awards, and I love when he wins them because he definitely earned them. That's for sure. 44 in the chat with only 10 likes. Come on. Hashtag we are Legion. Yeah, if you back out, Bobby, and pop back in, it probably will bump up the like counter. It doesn't stay accurate. I think I'll do that just to see where we're at. 40 people in the chat, 32 likes. Let's get 40 likes. That would be great. I thought you were. I'm a Disney shill. There's a difference. There's different things for different stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Like this makes sense.
You know what I'm talking about. Got a $2 super chat from Cliff on Comics. Big shout out to Cliff. Thank you so much. Spin that wheel. What are we up to? How many are we up to now? Seagull. Where are we at? That's 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 super chats. We're one away from spinning the bonus prize wheel here in just a few. We're getting close. Got about a couple minutes. Let me go back to this. Let's get to through these books real quick. I do need to point out Batman and Robin Year One's coming out. I think it's only 12 issues. Titans 23 is out. This right here. New Gods number 6 by Rom V. Felipe Andrade. Felipe Andrade is a guest artist on this with Francesco Segala, colorist. All right, so they're doing some funky stuff with the art in this one. So we've had some phenomenal art in here. We even had, golly, I'm going to forget his name. We had a guest artist step in it. They've done amazing, phenomenal stuff with the art in here where it's a part of the storytelling device. Rom V's story is insane, legendary, god tier storytelling for this god tier book. It's wild. This issue is something special. You saw in the events in the last one where Light Ray put it all out there to save his father and his fellow New Gods, and he lost his life. So look who's on the cover of this one. We have the Black Racer coming in. Now you can tell the body, what's it called? Like dynamics. Like Jack Kirby was never known for being like spot on with the way that his body shape looks a little more animated there. The art on the interior of this will take you back for a second because it's for a specific reason, because we're dealing with death of a new god now. And it was so smart, and that caught me off guard, and it just elevated this issue so much. Like this series, I cannot say enough about. This is by far the best DC Comics on shelf every month. It is insane. This is one of those ones that even after it comes out, it's going to be referred by friends to other friends, and you're going to have to read it kind of thing, and it'll be talked about. It is just flipping awesome. And again, I was just shocked with how good a single issue of this is, and the story it's building is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, Black Racer is here. Death Incarnate has come, and it's heartbreaking at the same time. We got a new issue of Zatanna. Number 4 is out. I didn't know we're already up to number 4. A new issue of Catwoman is out, but here it is, the book of the week, Superman Unlimited, the big book that has been solicited, talked about, and pushed for a while now. Why is this the big book? Well, it's a new number 1. It's a new ongoing series, a new title altogether. Superman Unlimited also has a new creative team. We have, Raphael Albuquerque is doing the interior, which is pretty solid. But Dan Slott, comic book legend. I mean, people can be legends for different reasons, right? Dan Slott, most known for Spider-Man fans hating him to death. Not him as a person. Nobody hates him as a person or dislikes his character. They hate what he's done with Spider-Man, and us Superman fans are nervous. I was nervous. I saw the little work that he did in the Summer of Superman one-shot alongside the other Superman writers and thought it was absolutely ridiculous and stupid. I read the free comic book day preview thing and saw some red flag stuff in there. I was nervous to read this. I didn't pick this one up first and dive into it first. I waited. I read New Gods as well as other stuff before I picked this up and read it. And this new number 1 right here is an oversized issue. And I want to tell you right now, I absolutely love this issue. Shocked me. Made me, I don't want to say I regretted my concern for this issue. And who knows where it'll go from here, but this first issue, it doesn't matter what kind of fan you are of comics, you can pick this up, read it, and you're going to get something out of it. You're going to get a lot out of it, actually. This is definitely one that would pass the Jim Shooter test. This can be your first comic book. This can be your first Superman comic book. And you can be, or you can be a longtime fan of Superman. And when you get to the end of it, you're going to be like, give me issue 2. Give me issue 2. Shocked I was. I was ready, and I've talked about it. I'm going to get issue 1. I'm going to read it, and I'm not going to get long in the tooth with this. If I don't like it, if it's not good, I'm going to drop it. I'm not going to drag myself through the mud. But now here I am, hyped for issue 2. I'm about to go do a little bit of diving on eBay while I'm sitting in the car line to pick up Finn and make sure I can get a nice copy of a certain book from a certain Superman past and possibly put it in a relevant channel member giveaway too. It ain't going to be expensive to get, but it'll be a fun one to have. The premise behind this is Superman saves the Earth from a giant incoming meteor. Turns out it was a giant kryptonite meteor. Meteor strikes down on Earth. Now kryptonite is in abundance on Earth, making it a completely new and dangerous situation for all the Kryptonians that live on Earth. That's the plot synopsis. The formatting of the book is what's so exceptional about it. The delivery is exceptional. The art is exceptional. It takes you through a history of the character. It hits on the emotional beats. Even if you're a longtime Superman fan, you'll understand Dan Slott's version of Superman. And I'm not saying he's anything different. He is Superman. But all of us, when we close our eyes and imagine this character, there's certain aspects of him that mean more than other aspects, that stand out to us, that resonate with us more, that we relate to more. You will know Dan Slott's Superman. He does a good job writing this. He does a really good job writing this. I was very impressed. Good job, Dan. Good job. I don't take back my concern, but good job. Hey, we have 40 likes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, the free comic book day issue confirmed is the first 8 pages of this. Confirmed. So it's good that it's an oversized issue. Yeah, it's a number 1. It is a number 1. Hey, Ronnie Johnson has joined the Legion. Big shout out and thank you to Ronnie Johnson for joining the Legion. Make sure you message me on Instagram if you want one of the free new member welcome packs, free to any and all channel members, whether you join the supporter tier, the Legion tier, or if you're even gifted a membership. If you don't have a free welcome pack, I'm happy to send you one via the mail. No, go now get. But yeah, big shout out to Ronnie. Make sure you message me on Instagram or Facebook at Legion of Comics, and I'll get that to you. Kirby was bombastic. Yeah, there's a term for it where the proportions on the bodies are not anatomically correct. Forget what it was. But yeah, if you haven't done it already, make sure y'all drop the hashtag in there as we go, because we're not going to be able to let it sit for a long time. Get the hashtag in there. What's going on, Jonathan? What's up? What's up? Yeah, so make sure y'all check out that Superman book. And big, and whoever wins the giveaway today, you'll have 2 copies. The Dan Mora. I mean, I guess we should show that one more time real quick. Today's giveaway stuff. Got some good stuff in here. The Dan Mora, James Gunn, David Corn Sweat movie version, as well as the Sozumaki foil variant, which is gorgeous. And then some bonus stuff in there. And I think, well, we hit it 5 for 5. So we need to spend the prize, the bonus prize wheel is going in there, as well as this right here. Let me see. Was there any other ones, notable ones that you can't miss? New Gods you can't miss. Superman Unlimited, don't sleep on it. I'm telling y'all, it surprised me. I was wrong. Happy to say it. Red Coat number 12 is out this week. Don't miss that. Ghost Machine 100%. So I think that's it. That might be it. There was some Miller World Vatican City 2. That's another one. Fantastic stuff. I think it's a short series too. New Mothra comic that'll be going to Monkey. And yeah, some Batman 617 reprint. There's a Minute War. Yeah, here it is. Army at War number 151 reprint out this week as well. Good stuff. So yeah, let me get that out of here. Share this tab instead. Let's do that. So let's go ahead. We got the bonus prize coming. So we got 4 different Ollie packs in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, top to bottom in the stack, whichever number you get. I'm gonna pull it straight off the stack, so we're not gonna flip through and do all that jazz. So here we go. Let's see what's getting added in there today, as well as the bonus trading cards getting added in there. We got Ollie's pack number 2. Pull the pack straight up. 1 pack, 2. Oh, that's the thick boy. Shout out to the thick boy pack. So this is one of the ones that Pops brought and dropped off, which is dope because it features Joker 2 with the hollow foil on there, as well as this wicked Batman 115 variant with Poison Ivy. What was her name? The Broker or something like that? I forgot what her name was. So that's getting added in there and thrown in there. Good stuff. So, yeah.
Before you're done, will you add the stickers that need to be added to this?
No, not before I'm done.
Well, yeah, but like before you leave to go get them.
Oh, no, I can't. You want to do it?
No.
No, you don't want to do it.
Not the sticker applicator.
I gotta find where I put the stickers. They're in this drawer somewhere.
You put them in the...
Maybe. I'll figure it out. Now let's see. Let's get the next giveaway thing up. Giveaway tool. Share screen. Add to screen. There we go. That's the right. You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh. All right, get that hashtag in there. Get it in there quick. Not gonna stay up there long. While y'all are getting that hashtag in there, I'm gonna see who's gonna win all this stuff today. Yeah, get those welcomes in there. Awesome. Good stuff. Awesome stuff. DC Sonic 3 comes out. Yeah, I wonder what variant they're going to do. I know they did like the Sonic Flash variant for the last one. Curious what there'll be the cool variant for it this time. I thought about picking that up for Finn when it comes out in trade because he'll probably definitely check that out. He's a Sonic guy. Those movies are fantastic. Those 3 movies and the Knuckles show was great too. While those giveaway entries get in there for today, I do want to remind everybody, you know, we definitely Ronnie got the memo, but if everyone else wasn't aware, channel membership is available. You can hit the join button down below and get access to loyalty badges next to your name, custom emojis, and if you join in the Legion tier, you get invites to private streams, you get early access to videos, and your name on the Legion Loot wheel, which will be relevant for what's coming tomorrow. So if you missed it yesterday, I opened a Golden Age Key Comic first appearance, which I threw up on the screen here earlier for a split second. But man, talk about a high watermark in collecting this year. That's something I'm still on cloud 9 about it. But this is available for members in the Legion tier to watch already. But tomorrow, this giveaway entry video will drop. This is the big summer giveaway that I'm doing. I kind of got nostalgic for days gone by on YouTube when you used to do like milestone giveaways for subscribers and stuff. And YouTube changed so much that it's not kind of the same. And so I just do the weekly giveaways here. I'll do random giveaways along the way, but I do the monthly Legion Loot giveaway as well as a thank you to the channel members in the Legion tier who put all that toward the channel. And to celebrate this summer, we got like this epic lineup of Godzilla, always on the brain, Jurassic Park, Superman, and Fantastic Four. Plus, we just went through Thunderbolts and so much other stuff happening that I decided to just do a massive epic giveaway. So that video drops tomorrow. It's open to everybody, no matter if you're a channel member or not. Anyone can win prizes, and there'll be numerous prizes and different ways to win different prizes. So make sure you watch the whole video so that you can get the most chances to win the most stuff. So that drops tomorrow. Or if you're a channel member in the Legion tier, you can go ahead and watch it and get access to it. And then Friday morning, I do the Legion Lair stream every Friday morning. This one's going to be a little weird. My oldest, she's graduating high school, and she has her honors day so that morning, as well as me taking the wife's car to get the air conditioner fixed that morning. So I'm not sure if I'll be on much that morning, but Rob should be here, and I might be popping in and out. I might have to reach out to Izzy to see if we can make sure that he's there early, if he can help co-host with Rob. But Sunday night, I can't be more excited for. I've already got my IMAX tickets. I'm going Thursday evening with the wifey. We're huge Mission Impossible fans. I don't mind saying it. We're huge Tom Cruise fans. We will be there premiere night to see The Final Reckoning. And then Sunday for At Week's End, we'll be doing the movie spoiler special, talking about it. So if you've seen it and you want to come chat about it, that'll be the place to do it. And if you haven't seen it, you don't plan on seeing it, but you want to hear about it, come hang out, join the chat, join the talk. It'll be a good time. Good time. But a lot of content already set up, ready for the week. So let's spin this. Let's see who's going to win these books. And then let's draw these trading cards. Let's draw these. Wait, I threw in some other stuff from that free comic book day video that doesn't belong in there. It's my little Hulk card. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So good luck, everybody. Remember the shipping rules for this is if you're in the US, it's free shipping. If you're a channel member, it's free shipping worldwide. If you're not in the US and not a channel member, you can prize tag somebody in the chat. Just prize tag somebody in the chat, but you got to do it faster. Here we go. Good luck. Boop, 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 boop. We're running low on these. I'm gonna have to reload with some more new cards. Got plenty more. Plenty more. Hey, aggressively relaxing. Big shout out to Sean. All right, let's grab him 3. Oh, wait. Get a little Vanna White here. You got to do it fast. There's not any girl cards in there anymore. We're running low. Oh, 1, 2, one more. I don't think we have any girl cards left. You took them all out. Yeah, there's no girl cards left, baby.
Then I'm gonna get yeah.
Oh, that's a really good one. And wait a minute. All right, thank you. All right, she did good for you. You got Count Vertigo, great card. Captain Boomerang, very relevant with the Flash #3 out. And you know what was the topic of today? You got it. You got Superman and Golden Age Superman. So awesome, 3 cards there. So AR, I'll get you your stuff out in the mail this week, or I'll get it passed off to Pop sometime this week. And yeah, get it headed your way. I appreciate everybody who coming and hanging out and watching. This is always like such a high point in my week. And make sure you check out the video from yesterday. And don't forget to come back tomorrow if you're not a channel member with early access. Come back tomorrow and watch that giveaway entry video. You're gonna want to check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. I went big. I went really big. Multiple slabs are in there. Multiple legendary artist signatures. All kinds of variants, exclusives, whole mini series. There's all kinds of stuff. Like I went big. I hope everybody enjoys it. I hope everybody comes and joins for the live stream when we do the announce the winners and everything. I look forward to doing it. I look forward to seeing as many of y'all as possible at Heroes Con. And that's going to do it for today. Until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.